Thank you,
if you say that you don't want to talk to him anymore, he goes, why don't you love me anymore? Why aren't you my friend anymore? Talk to me. Don't ignore me. Pinging off your phone. Like, if I went in the box battles, be ringing my phone. Where are you? Like, there'd be things where everyone had their own little, you know, the stickers in your live. You can send stickers in the live. We all had our own sticker. And then he said, well, if I've got ugly stickers of all of you. So then if you send a train, I think it was 6 trains or 5. If you send 5 trains, you know, the 899 coin trains, then I'll change it to the ugly one. And then you have to pay basically to change it back.
Wow.
There was a time where one person that I used to support these box battles, their remote got changed to the ugly one. And he texted me and he'd be like, by the way, Natalia's remote's been changed. Like, hint, hint, come in and gift. And so it'll change back. Like, just things like that I didn't like. And again, I was just trying to find my out of the friendship. And then
I blocked him. Mods, sorry, 1 minute, Jordan. Mods, can you go through and unblock him, please? Because he's been blocked for a reason. Basically, you'll have been a Kent. But I mean, I'm biased on this one. Yeah.
And then, like I said, I wanted a reason to leave the friendship with him. And then a couple of weeks later, a lot of people won't know about this. I've never spoken on it because I feel like I've been silenced for about a year. I feel like I've not been allowed to speak. So Space Cadet didn't say it to me, but added me in the comments and said a racial slur in the comment section of a live. And I didn't like that. I mentioned it to Dame and he was very much, well, she needs to be outed for that. People need to know that she's done that. Fine. The next day, the person whose live it was, and they were very respectful. They said, you know, you said this slur. It's not okay. Don't do that. She didn't appear in the live. She didn't apologise to me or anyone that she'd offended. But then I find out Dame is on the phone to her because she's threatened to live, laugh, toaster bath, if you know what I mean. And then he facilitated in his Discord, like, you know, Space Cadet's in a bad place. Leave her alone, and then came back to me and said that, you know, oh, I'm so sorry that she's done that, basically playing both sides like I knew that he would. And as bad as it sounds, after she said that slur, I knew that was my way to stop being his friend. I knew that I could leave him after that, if that makes sense.
Thank you. Exactly.
And when that happened, it was all very much swept under the rug. When she said what she said, I'm sure half of you don't even know what I'm talking about. When she said what she said, it was swept under the rug. And it all just got ignored, and I felt like I couldn't speak about the mistreatment. And no, Space Cadet, I didn't tell other people lies. Anyway, it doesn't matter. My point being is that I felt like I couldn't then speak. Yes, it was. Thank you, Chantel. Chantel remembers. It was very much swept under the rug, and I was silenced. I stepped away from him, and then he decided, because you know when you can't control people, you have to control what people think about them. He then told everyone, well, I've had to get rid of Jordan because she told me, and I did say this, that I wouldn't gift him after last October. He said, I am not, I've had to get rid of Jordan because she said she's not going to gift me, so she's no use to me anymore.
Wow.
Like, this is, do you know what I mean? And I will say, when Tezza yesterday said about how he'd steal ideas from people and, you know, just take over, he's just a control freak. He's just a complete control freak. And I won't name her. If she wants to come up, she will. But I've got a friend that does TikTok
can I just quickly say something to Pearl? Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, go on. It's okay.
We can't find him, Pearl.
How do I find what's your
You'll have to come off live because it's the first 15.
Listen, he can have another fucking account. He can come in. He doesn't have to come in here flashing his badge. He never gifts me, so...
Exactly. So I was just going to say that. Sorry, babe.
Okay, no, I was just going to finish
Amy, suck your mum.
I was just going to finish it up by saying what Tezza was saying yesterday is the truth, because I've got a friend, if she wants to come up, I'm sure she will, won't name names, but she used to do TikTok shop. She got her account banned. As soon as that happened, he swept in and made out like he was going to help her, but he completely took over her whole platform to the point where, again, she felt uncomfortable and she tried to say, like, I don't really want this, but he wouldn't let it go. He's just a control freak all round, really.
It sounds...
So even though I don't particularly care for some of the people that are even in the 8, and I did try and warn a couple of them. I tried to warn a few people, but it's all well and good warning them. You have to see for yourself, don't you, in the end?
You do, you do.
So I don't even really hold that against them. However,
so
what I will say...
you've even had these experiences with him as well, like, and it's plain to see. Get biased and pilled.
I will just say that, I'll be real, the only real people I have empathy for in this situation are KJ, his girlfriend Tezza and Charlotte. Everyone, I'm sorry to say, but everyone else, whether you're agency manager or not, you were more than happy to sit there when you were making your coins. But now the coins weren't coming in. Now all of a sudden you want to cry and out him. Like, do you know what I mean? So I can't respect
Get
that,
him
but the others
outed.
I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to come in and just say that, just to let people know that this isn't just the agency thing. This has been going on for many years behind the scenes. This isn't just now. This has been going on for a very, very long time, and people only now feel comfortable to speak. Like, I felt I was very much silenced. A lot of people have been silenced and felt like they couldn't speak about these
Well,
things.
you know, this, my job, and this is platforms for people to be unsilenced and have your opinion.
100%.
Yes.
So I just wanted to say that what they're saying is true. This isn't just an agency thing. This has been going on for many, many years behind the scenes. And it used to be amongst his friends, but now, yeah, thank you, Becky, I was. It used to be amongst his friends, and now it's grown into the agency. Like, but this has been going on. So I just wanted to say my piece before they all get in and just say that they are telling the truth. And finally, just to end it, Pearl, thank you for having me.
Hey, you're welcome.
And I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to Mims and all of her friends like Kales, Candice, Kerry, everyone in the Raccoons, because when they all fucked me over and ditched me, I had no friends. They all supported me. They stuck by me. They're all called bullies. They're all called bullies on this platform. They're not. They're not bullies. They're far from it. They all have my back.
Jordan,
They all
one
look
second,
after
me
me.
baby. Are you all willing for me to end the live to unblock Dame and then, or is he in here?
I'd rather have my say first before Dame comes in. I don't want to be in a battle.
No, so let me just unblock him and then people can get in, and if he wants to come in or put something in the comments, listen, he's entitled to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure. I'm done now anyway. I just wanted to say that before everyone else came up, just to let them all know that, because some people in this agency don't even know that this has been going on before.
Yeah. Oh, he's
So I
got
just wanted
many
to validate
accounts,
them.
has he? Oh, listen, I'm not ending then. If he's got other accounts, he can come in on one of them if he desperately wants to be in. That's fine. But listen, no, my Jordan, I'm pleased that you've come in and spoke up, and I hope if anybody wants to get everything out there tonight, this is your chance.
But it's things have been happening. It's dark behind. Like, people are worried about them having their personal information. I wasn't even, again, part of the agency. Some of these people that he's friends with, him included, got my address and tried to find the deed to my house to see if I owned my property.
God.
That is how fucked up these people are. And this is why people don't like to speak, because then they get threatened, then their phone gets pinged off. Like, it's just, this isn't the first rodeo. It's
So
not.
basically, he's just getting your money, what you was putting, like saying there, any which way he can. And he doesn't care about people. He doesn't care about the consequences as long as his pockets is getting filled. This is what we're trying to get out there. I'm only going off what people saying. I ain't putting words into nobody's mouth. But
Teresa's right. What Teresa said, he uses friends' accounts to come in all the time. He used to come in on Expecting News account and give people on Expecting News account using his coins. Like, just
what's
things
his called? What's his account called?
Live Lux. His account's Dame, but he's on there.
Well, he's blocked on that, so it's a bit tough shit. What's his?
He's got a few accounts, Pal. That's what I've quickly jumped into. That Lisa 1977 is the one from earlier that you said to get out because they're a 00 account. They're the ones that are saying Dame's blocked.
So
but obviously, have I got permission to get them out?
Yes, you can unblock that one if that's his account that he uses.
You've only blocked him on one account, but he has been in your live a few times on another account, so he's not blocked.
He's got lots of accounts, many accounts. And I just saw Lisa in the comments say he wanted you to join. The agency wasn't a thing when we fell out. Literally, we fell out, and then he just started the agency. I remember we had a conversation when he told me that he was going to do an agency. We met up and we had drinks one time, and he was telling me that he was going to do an agency, and he actually said, like, I'd like you to join as a gifter. And I said, no, like, I don't. There's things that I just don't feel comfortable with. But again, he just has a way of, and again, no one can tell you what to do, but there's a thing called coercion, and people can coerce you into doing things that you don't want to do.
1,000,000%.
So yeah, KJ, can I just say, I'm so sorry for how you've been treated. And this is why I have to say, KJ, after hearing you speak, that's why I wanted to come up, because I wanted you to know that this isn't just been going, this has been going on, and you're not the only one that's been done over. You're not the only one that has been silenced. You're not the only one that has been made to feel like you've got nobody.
I do appreciate that 100%.
You're not the only one, and I have a lot of respect and time for you. And again, thank you, Pearl, for having me. I'm going to go and let these guys have their say. It's about them.
Come up, put your input in, my Jordan. You know you're always welcome.
I know, but yeah, again, thank you, Pearl, and again, big up Mims and everyone, because they really have looked after me. They're not fucking bullies. I'm sick of people saying that. They've had my back and they've looked after me.
Definitely.
I'll give you a message, Jordan.
100% not.
But anyway, I'll let you guys crack on. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
I'll speak to you later.
If you want the box, please put it in the comments. Oh, big up my top girl. Woo! If you want the box highlighters, I put it in the comments because sometimes I don't see who's in the box. Or if you're private, the mods can't see. So if you say I need the box and you're private, the mods will let me know, right? So
Do you want to ask me anything?
well, I don't know anything about it. This is your floor, your show. So I am going to let you see who's in the comments, who wants to come up, speak about it, show if you've got anything to show, messages. If we're going to be in boxes, can we put our phones on dinned?
Do not disturb.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, sorry, let me do that 1 minute.
While Tezza's doing that, my thing started before Tezza and then the Cam 2. So 2 years I was in a Discord. I'm not saying whose Discord, I'm not mentioning it. But Dame used to do box battles. And basically, the box battles were fun. I'm not going to give them anything else, but it was fun at the time. It was good music. The banter was flowing. Then one of Diagro's followers, Sarah Evans, came in. And again, the only thing that was said to him was that you've got a NOCE, nonce. We love TikTok shop. I'm not sure whether we'll try to do TikTok words, but this has been exhausting. He called me he basically called me a nonce after that. I left the Discord.
Yeah.
I was basically classed as a snowflake and everything else fine. 2 years later, I got into Tezza's group through my partner Jess, who was in the box this morning. And I basically said to Tez and Jess and Danny and everybody else, I'm wary about coming into the agency. I'm wary about being around everybody because this was what happened 2 years ago. Basically, I was promised that that wouldn't be the case by Tezza, by Danny, by everybody. Unfortunately, again, Dame would come into the boxes and he basically said he wanted to have a conversation with me. So I went into a conversation with him, and I do have the screenshot, but unfortunately it's a voice note as well, so I'll read it off.
Is this from Paige's Discord or something I can see it being?
I'm not mentioning anybody's name apart
No,
from
it's
Dame.
in the comments. It's in the comments. I'm mentioning Paige's name.
I'm not mentioning Paige's name because last night I mentioned that name and it went derailed, so I don't want to mention anybody's
Well, I've
name.
mentioned it. It's my platform. I can mention who I want. So it's been mentioned. Things has been talked about, everybody, in Paige's Discord. In the Discord.
So the message from Dame, I basically said, morning mate, I genuinely don't know how to start this. So I'll just say what's on my mind.
You've gone very quiet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can, Babs.
So, morning mate, I genuinely don't know how to start this, so I'll just say what's on my mind. This is me too, Dame, by the way. When we fell out, I had a hell of a lot going on. I just lost my dad, still trying to complete a degree.
I'll just mute.
In a real dark world. It was the only word why I was really peed off about it. It wasn't another guy who was coming into the community, or I was jealous because I wasn't actually like being in your box battles. You had banging songs and it was fun. However, when Sarah Evans was about, I was only trying to protect you in your box battles. As I previously had been around with a mate who used to be in Diagro's. I'm probably one of the most sensitive guys around due to my past. The word non-sticks. We love TikTok shop. People ask questions even with my degree. I'm over it now and I'm happy to move on. I was actually going to message you when the Tim situation came out, but I didn't think I had the right. Anyway, as I say, I was happy to move on. So basically, he said this.
Hey man, I was actually trying to reach out to you as well. Honestly, I apologise for what went on. It wasn't ever in my intention to upset you. But I'm glad that we can kind of move on. And you was a funny guy. We had a fun laugh when we was in Pages. And I know she misses you as well. She always told me she missed you. But I'm always here for you. And if you need to talk, I'm always here, okay? Also, ignore the fact that I'm sending you a voice note. I'm just so bad at typing.
So that was his message. So everything was fine at that point. Then it got to the point where we went into an agency call. This is where it does get into the agency a wee bit. So we had an agency call, and I chucked an idea across because I was suffering badly with mental health since my dad died. And I said, look, there's a couple of people that's in the agency, men-wise, that I think it would be really good that we would promote a men's mental health. Now, Tessa was there, Danny was there, I was there, Jess was there, and Dame was there. That was it. He said, fantastic idea. I think from what basically we move from there is you can use the agency group chat and take it from there. Fine. So the agency live, fine. He basically said that I was to do a PowerPoint. He sent me a PowerPoint. He took over that live. He basically, if it wasn't for Tessa, I would never have been in that live. If it wasn't for Tessa, Cowboy was never been in that live.
Sorry, anybody calling KJ the N-word, like ons, you get muted. Mods, you've got me full permission.
So from that point, so I was never invited into that live if it wasn't for Tessa. So again, Tessa also added in that agency call about doing different things, like she wanted to do a single parents live, and again it was stopped. So by all means, there was something else happened. Again, it's not my place to get into, but I was put into a group call and I basically had a conversation with Dame, and I said, look, the only issue I have is you're everywhere. You're in every group chat, even personal group chats where we sit and talk about personal things you've been put in there. And I said, and that's not just on you, that's on Tessa. I personally, like, you're in every really live. We could just be having a drink and a conversation. You just come in and just jump in as if you need to be there. And again, that conversation was taken to Jess, and it was made out I was angry and aggressive in that call. And he told Jess, my partner, that I was. He's never had anybody in the agency speak to him so rudely. I never spoke to him rudely, and it's been confirmed by 3 other people. Jess, Tessa, Charlotte, and Danny has all told Jess that I was never rude in that call. They made it up. So again, following that on, me and Tessa had a wee bit of a banter night. Tessa literally confirmed that she's literally said things like she's going to STAB me if I didn't tell her that I loved her. It's just Tessa's way. It's Tessa's banter. But unfortunately, I had a plastic bottle and I basically turned around and said, oh, this is me. This is the sound of me hitting your head off a table, Tessa. Tessa, it's up to Tessa if she wants to say why, but due to past trauma or whatever, she taken it the wrong way, which I understand, and we've apologised that night. That night we apologised. However, she had previously or afterwards, again, she confirmed that the other day, that it was before we apologised that she spoke to Dame. She sent Dame a 10-second clip that Dame, again, never actually spoke to me about, but then put a message into a Discord, a agency chat, which again I'm going to put in your chat if that's okay. It might not.
Sorry, just tell me if you want me to unmute because I am listening to you, but my dogs are barking, so you're doing well.
Yeah.
When the mods, will you put them in the big box? Just do what you've got to do. Thank you.
It might not come up, but I don't mind reading
it. Just read it then.
No, it's fully there. After speaking with Tessa, reviewing everything that has happened over the last 24 hours, we've made the decision to remove KJ from the agency. We have zero tolerance policy when it comes to threats of violence, especially towards women, and this kind of behaviour does not align with our values or what we stand for as a community. We want to keep this a safe, respectful, safe space for everyone. So again, I want to clarify a couple of things from then. I was never asked my opinion. I was never asked my view of things. Nobody spoke to me. Yeah. From that moment, I was demodded for people. I would get into lies and people wouldn't speak to me. I was basically made out to be this violent and aggressive man that I'm not. I'll literally do anything for anybody. I'll give my last to anybody. There's people in here that's known me and met me properly. I'm exactly same here than off my live and online. This isn't just about TikTok. This is about how it's made me feel. So carrying on for there, he's been in conversations with Teza and basically made out that I was aggressive and she should basically get rid of me altogether. She's basically told Teza if she gives me my incentives, she'll fall out with him.
Who said they're going to fall out with Tezzy?
Them. So my incentives for the agency, I think it was like £8, but it was £8. But if Teza gave me it, even though I was in a 30-day cooldown, then he would fall out with Teza. Now he's made out that I